Welcome to my Rustington series, Part 1, an overview of the village. Rustington is officially a village as the residents have voted for it to remain so, but it's the size of a small town on the British south coast between Portsmouth and Brighton. Rustington has existed under various names since the Stone Age. The name appears to originate from a family called Ruster or Rust. It existing for so long has led to it being rich in history today. Rustington was historically a farming village with many cottages and fields. During the 1950s there was a big effort to build more housing over farming land. However, many historic cottages still stand today and help retain a connection to the past, with remains of old dwellings and walls almost everywhere you look. The village has many shops, including most major supermarket chains, local shops, bakers, many cafes and restaurants, a reasonable bus service, and not far from 2 train stations. Rustington has been twinned with Kunzel in Germany since 2002. It was also twinned with Los Altos in California, USA in 1999, but that relationship ended in 2017. Rustington has previously been home to a Lido air base, a luxurious seafront hotel, 2 hospitals and a convalescent home, amongst others. One of the hospitals and the convalescent home are still in use today. Rustington also has its own museum located along the street opposite the old church. In 1801, the population of Rustington was just 261 people. That rose to 4,000 people in 1951 and 14,000 in 2021. The Rustington Lido was on the seafront to the east of Broadmark Lane, where you can see townhouses set back a little from the seafront now, with a housing estate behind called Mallandine that was built on the old grounds. The Lido opened in 1936 and by the start of 1958 had become Mallandine. After it was closed and demolished around the end of the 60s, new housing was built and a new road named after it. The Rustington Convalescent Home on the seafront is another landmark that still stands and is currently being renovated. It was built in Neo-Caroline style and opened in 1897. Smaller buildings on the grounds are still there, although are not currently being used. Rustington can be proud of being the location of 2 airspeed records in 1946 and 1953. Many famous people have been through or lived in Rustington. One of the most interesting is Sir Hubert Parry, who composed the music for Jerusalem. He lived in Rustington at Knightscroft House off Sea Lane and died in 1918. Together with Rustington's rich history, it's still kept up to date with modern technology. There are several mobile phone masts in the area, fibre to the cabinet internet installed years ago, and currently fibre optic cables can be seen in most local roads, ready for fibre to the premises internet planned soon. The historic Zachary Merton Convalescent Home, as it was first known, was opened in 1937 and was intended for convalescence of mothers, babies and toddlers. The whole project cost £35,000, with all the money provided by the Zachary Merton Trust. It later became a maternity hospital and many locals were born there. Since the 1970s until now, it has been an NHS community hospital. The building looks dated and in need of some TLC. Millfield Children's Convalescent Hospital also used to be in Rustington, the plans being proposed in 1900 and completion around 1904. It was located near Sea Lane, where Millfield Close currently is, which was on the lands previously occupied by one of Rustington's windmills. In 1955, an appeal was lost to change the council ruling not to grant planning permission to build a new motel along Sea Road, the road running along the seafront. Two alternative sites were also suggested, both near Harsfold Road, but the appeal was lost. Please like, make a comment and subscribe to me to help my channel grow. Many thanks and see you on the next one.